Hi, and welcome to Marcel Creations. We are going to make a heart trinket box today. I went ahead and mixed up some resin with some red mica powder in it. This is from Dibble and it's Fire Engine Red. And then I added some of this glitter. I got this off of Amazon, and I'll link everything down in the description below, except for the trinket box. If I can find it, I will. Um, I don't know where it came from at this point. So, and then we made a trinket box um, earlier in the month with alcohol inks and the pinata metallic in it. And today we are going to do mica powder and metallics. I am not a patient crafter. I like to see what I'm getting and I want to see it right now. And so this is not an easy process for me to um, pull off, but we are going to do it again. The last box turned out absolutely gorgeous. It was super pretty. And I know I'm adding a lot of ink to or alcohol to this, but I want to get down. I don't know if you can see down in the sides. It's got these little, what do you call those, facets? And I want to make sure that we get alcohol into all of those to try and avoid any micro bubbles. So, and then we are simply just gonna, let's start with some of our gold, and this is rich gold. So I added quite a bit of mica powder. Oops, I just got resin all over that. Doggone it. Again, not a patient person, am I? I will wipe that off and make sure we get it cleaned up. We just want to make sure that we get that topped off. And I think that's gonna do it. Yep. All right. And I am bound determined not to make a mess today. So I say that as I dumped resin all over my alcoholic bottle. Probably, I don't know if that's going to be too much. I don't know if that'll incorporate into the resin, but I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to trust the process and believe that it's going to do whatever it is it's supposed to do. So there you have it. All right. I am going to go ahead and mix up a little bit more because I don't have, so this was 2 ounces. Looks like this might take, I don't know, 2.5. I need another, I'm going to say another ounce. I can pour it into something else if we don't use it all. But I do not have enough. I barely have enough to cover the bottom of this cup. So I'm going to mix up another ounce and then we will come back and we will pour that lid. So we have another batch mixed up. My concern is if I drop my ink into the mold, I'm going to end up with squares of gold. And while that might look kind of cool, I don't want it to look goofy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add some of our new batch to our old. And I'm going to incorporate those together a little bit. Hopefully not stirring in a lot of bubbles since I just ran it through the debubbler. And then I think we're just going to add a couple of drops of gold, maybe down the edge here. Go. And then just, I have to add some more red, aren't I? I overwhelmed it. There we go. And then I will pour that into the lid. Now there is a lip around the edge that we're going to have to tuck resin up underneath of, so we will have to be aware of that, and that's okay. I don't mind. We'll get our tool out and definitely take care of that. I do have a little piece of paper towel here because my table seems to be a little unlevel for some reason today. Well, it's always unlevel, not just today. It's not miraculously unlevel today. I'm just going to go around the edge and try and get all those little faucets or whatever. Oh, I just stuck my finger in there. Good thing I had gloves on. That was almost perfect. So before I top that off, I am going to get out my little tool here, and we're going to just go up under, I can see bubbles up underneath the lip. Doggone, I just took my glove off. That was silly. Oh, what the heck I'm thinking here. I'm so determined not to make a mess on my table today. I'm gonna stick my fingers in everything. What in the world? Have you guys ever seen that? Oh my gosh, it's so old. When I was a kid, I remember my dad watching this fishing show of this guy, and I don't have any idea what his name is. Probably one of you guys know. And he was I think he was a bass fisherman, or maybe he just fished for whatever, but he was always on a boat. And oh my goodness, it was like every episode he was falling out of the boat, or the boat would take off and it would flip him out, or he was a mess, but he was so funny to watch. I feel like that's me in the resin world. I don't fall out of boats, but I am so messy and so klutzy, and I'm that way in real life. I'm a klutz. And then you add my tremors in on top of it, and I am a mess. So it's all good. Okay, I feel good about having gotten up underneath that ledge, so we're going to go ahead and just top this off. Somebody out there is going to yell at me about PPE. I had it on. I don't know why I took it off. Do as I say, not as I do. Always make sure you wear your PPE, folks. And wear a mask if you're not somewhere that's well ventilated, or if you have any kind of reactions to resin. All right, that's good enough. Okay, and this one is more than just a little off here, so we're going to use a little popsicle stick to prop this edge up. There we go, that looks better. All right, I got some leftover, so Michelle also sent these fun little lips. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. But let's go ahead and just make up some of those while we're at it. You want this to be full, because this is gonna, if you don't have it full, it's not gonna get that lip that you need in order to be able to put that on there. So these could make fun little magnets or something, I suppose. These have actually had a couple of days to fully cure, so they are done and ready to go. I went ahead and pulled our lips out already and put magnets on them. So they're stuck to each other. They're all ready to go. They're cute little refrigerator magnets, or, whatever you want to put those on. So those turned out super cute, super fun. And then where do we start? Let's start with the base. Oh, I love that. Always make, oh, it stained my mold. Always make sure you turn your molds right side out, because you don't want to ruin them. Wow. Look at those sides. Maybe put a little too much gold in it. Is that such a thing? And then, of course, you've seen the bottom. Okay. And I didn't see any bubbles, which amazes me with this pattern. I don't see any bubbles. That's awesome. Nothing in the rim. Wow, yay. Okay, let's check out the lid. Super easy to demold. The lid did not stain. Okay, hope I have one little bubble right there that can be filled in with UV. Other than that, I don't see anything. Aw, I didn't get hardly any gold on the top. Doggone. I don't see any bubbles. It's still beautiful. There's some gold, just not a lot of it. The lid's very prominent red. It looks great still though. The lid fits on there good. So, all right, what do you guys think? It's super cute. I like it. Might need something. No, it comes off easy enough. I say you might need something to help grab onto this because it's not very thick, but it comes off pretty easy. So I'm thinking I might re-pour this lid though and add some more gold. And then make a base, a box base that's more red. What do you think? That bothers me that there's not much gold in that. Because this is pretty. Not that this isn't. But I was hoping for a little more gold in the lid to match the base. What do you guys think? I wish you could tell me what to do. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to re-pour the whole thing. The base is going to be mostly red, a little bit of gold, and then we're going to add more gold into the lid of this. We're going to do it. All right. You're going to get 2 pours today. All right, we'll be right back. Round 2, made up some more glittery red mica powder, and I want this to be mostly red with a hint of gold. So we're going to do just like we did last time on the lid, and I'm going to just drop gold, this gold metallic, and give it the slightest little stir. I don't want to turn it red, I just want it mixed in. A little bit. Marbled in, if you will. Oh man, I got a dribble. I dribbled. I am bound determined that this project is not going to get all over my new background here. We'll see if I can pull it off. All right, oh, we're going to put alcohol in this. That worked out great. We ended up with no bubbles. That's so pretty. There we go. Now we're domed. And then on the lid, we're actually going to see if I can move this without dumping it all over my board. Oh my goodness. I did it. Okay. I'm actually going to pick that up and look at it. My biggest fear right now is that I just pushed all that gold to the edge. Nope, we're good. It's gold all the way across. So I'm going to go ahead and just top this off. Remember that we want this domed so that we got that ledge to fit in our box nicely. Just like that. And then I'm going to use, and somebody's going to freak out on me. Do not freak out. This is blunt. It's not sharp at all. Actually, it's folded over. So as long as I go this way with it, it's not going to hurt anything. So, and I'm going to do that here because it is a ledge. And this way I can get all those bubbles out. I don't see any, but we're just going to run this around the edge just to make sure. This one should turn out mostly red to match the lid, which is up in my windowsill, to this. So that should match the lid, and then this part hopefully should match up with this one. So we shall see. And I guess we will see you back here tomorrow for the unmolding. Be right back for you. So these have fully cured. But before we get into these, I've got quite a few extras. So let's kind of go over those first. I had quite a bit of resin left over. So with some of this, we made some heart straw toppers. So all we do here is we take some E6000 and I glue those together. And then I put some resin around the edge just to smooth those edges that seam together and make it a permanent bond. And then if somebody wanted to, they could personalize it and we could put their name on it or something. And then that goes onto a straw. So I have it in a heart. And then I had red, so why not do a pair of lips? So we did lips, also in a straw topper. So that'll go together again with some E6000, seal the edges up nice and smooth, and then we've got this really cute little set of lips. So we have those as well. And then I also made, these I went ahead and while the resin was still wet, I put a tack in the back of it. So we've got some cork tacks. I did some hearts. These will probably turn into magnets. Got a couple more hearts there. These probably magnets. Oh, I forgot I did that. I put little charms in those. So they turned out super cute. Some glitter in the background and then some charms in the foreground. And then I did this one as well. And again, tried to stick to the heart themes. So I put a couple little hearts in there. And these are just some resin. And then I got one more tack that I made. And it was from this leftover chunky glitter off of that. And that is from Glitz and Glitter by Michelle. And it's her crown of gold. And that's what's in the background of these three here. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, super duper pretty. And I'll leave a link for her down in the description below. So that's all of our extras for this. Now, these are the two we're trying to fix. So I want this lid to match this. And it looks like it's going to, so hopefully I got a little bubble right there, but it's on the back. I'll be able to sand that off. So hopefully. It's funny, I wasn't sure where this mold came from, and the day that we made the original one of these, the very next day, I got one in the mail from Temu I had ordered. So it comes from Temu, and that is perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. I wanted more gold in the lid, and by golly, did we get it. That's cool. All right, so that matches that one perfect. And now this one I'm hoping is more red to match this lid. Or I'm going to have to pour another one. I don't mind a little gold, but we want it mostly red. Make sure you turn your molds inside, right side out. And it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Little hints of gold here and there. But it is definitely mostly red. And I see no bubbles. I see no bubbles in the lip or in the top. That is super cool. So that one matches that one really well. So get in there. There we go. We ended up with 2 jars. And this one mostly in red. And this one mostly in gold. So what do you think? They're really pretty. And the extras are super pretty too. I think these are going to go really well. So anyhow, hopefully you enjoyed that. We got more than I had originally bargained for. But that's okay. If you have any suggestions, any comments, questions, leave those in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, please give us a thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps our channel a ton to give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bells, and we will catch you next time. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day. Bye-bye.